Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight in Business for December the 6th, 2022. I am Tammy Defoe, president and founder of GTApreneurs, and I'm very happy to have with me today Abidel Bassie-Cripps. She is an IT support specialist, and I'm happy to say that she will be the guest speaker at GTApreneurs' next virtual networking event. That's next Wednesday, December the 14th at 12 o'clock on Zoom. If you haven't registered yet, you'll find the link below to get that together. And I'm so happy to have you here today, Abidel. Thanks so much for coming.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. It's certainly my pleasure to be here.
Well, you're very welcome, right? And I know that people looking to get some tips from you about IT issues, since we all have them right next week at the event. But first of all, tell us more about yourself.
Well, I am dealing with tech support since the 80s. For years, it was a passionate hobby to help people. It was always the idea of there's something I know very well, and to be able to turn their frowns into smiles all along. But my career was trucking. And so when I finally retired from that in 2015, I transferred my knowledge to full-time helping people in this manner. And it's been a joy every day since. And, you know, it's awesome where I live in that I have the opportunity for great internet. And I'm on a woodlot, so I get to go and enjoy nature every once in a while. And that process helps me to have the patience that I love to have to help people with their problems.
You know what? That's a good point you bring up, because most of us, when we have computer problems, we want to pour our hair out. We want to throw the computer against the wall, which honestly is not going to help us. It's going to make our situation worse. So it's good that you do have that patience, because that's something that we need, right? We need that kind of reassurance that everything's going to be okay. And so with that said, tell us all the different ways you help your clients.
Well, there's a vast array of things I can help with. I help with security. I help with internet security, that is, which involves with a variety of different techniques and equipment. But I also help with, people come to me thinking they've got a virus, but their system needs a cleaning. That's first and foremost. It needs to be brought up to date with the cleaning of getting rid of the junk that's in the behind the scenes, a variety of different things of that nature. And in a lot of cases, it's also a matter of some built-in education. The reason I say built-in, it's part of what I do. I give a lot. I give people tips on, things will work better if you do it this way, or your computer will last longer if you do this. A variety of things, always in a kind manner. The seniors that I deal with always appreciate the information I give them, so they can enjoy their computer, so they can have the communication with their younger family.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, a lot of kids move away, and I mean, they're to become adult kids, of course, right? And then they have their own kids. So, sometimes technology is the only way we can stay connected, right? Which is great. I mean, you've got Zoom, you've got Teams, and there's all kind of different video, software you can use to connect, right? But there's even just like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp Messenger, and for some people, like you're not tech savvy, it can be really intimidating. Yes. Right? You can just say, oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So the fact you can go and you can help them, like you can train them on how to do it, and then they can stay connected. Maybe you can show them how to upload photos, to social media or whatever, and vice versa. So that's fantastic. So what are the most common problems that people contact you about?
Well, most people the majority of the people that have reached out to me have said, Abby, I think I got a virus, but in actuality, they don't. It's just something went amiss. They clicked on the wrong thing and didn't know that it was a wrong thing. And so that's part of the education as well. And I clean up the situation and put them back into almost like new computer, and away they go. enjoying their future internet reactions and services.
Perfect. And how do they get these issues? Like, I know that we're constantly getting emails, like those phishing emails,
Yes.
right? Where they're saying it's from a legitimate company, but
Yes.
you kind of know, but not everybody knows.
That's
Right.
right.
Like, I'm pretty good. I can spot them, but some people, they have no idea. Oh, this looks legitimate. This is coming from my bank. This is coming from wherever. So is that where a lot of issues come from?
Well, it comes from, that's actually about half of the issue.
Okay.
The other half of the issue is a lot of websites have advertising, and they're third party or fourth party advertisers.
Mhm.
So the website can't control where the ad's coming from. And quite commonly they click on what they think is a legitimate ad,
Mhm.
but in the end it's not. And they catch something that, so for example, whether it's a phishing email or something on the web, online from a website, if they click on that, they're telling the antivirus program that they're accepting it. So therefore the antivirus program doesn't do anything with it. So it's very important to have the protection in the browser and more than just the antivirus program.
Right. Okay. Well, so this is what we have, people like you out there who do this sort of thing. I'm just like, oh my God, I would rather have someone else do this for me instead of like learning all of it, right? Like I could, but there's a place for everybody, right?
Yes.
So I'm so happy that I met you, right, in that, and happy to share what you do with all of our event guests next week. And everybody watching today, that's if you have any technical issues, just call up Abidel, because you can learn it. She can teach you, but you don't really have to either. She can just do it for you, right?
That's right.
So that's just the best scenario. Now, what about also, like, I know that a few years back there when Windows had the new upgrade to Windows 11,
Yes.
I hadn't met you yet, right? But I had another IT person to upload it for me, because sometimes things can go crazy when you upload something new, right? So is that something you also help people with?
Yes. There, a tip to start off with is whenever an operating system has a new version, doesn't matter what it is, I always tell people wait about a year, because there's always going to be glitches in the first year-ish. And so what I commonly have done is if somebody had too many issues, I revert them back to the previous version until, like now, it's okay to go to Windows 11 because they've gotten rid of those bugs. And so a lot of the conversion of software is now going to be acceptable on Windows 11 now. So there's a lot less issues going forward.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah. So, I mean, again, part of it is about education, right? And teaching people what to expect, what's going on, because otherwise most people were just like, oh my God, it's not working, right? And we need our computers to entrepreneurs, we need it to do our jobs basically, right? But I mean, also too, you just want to use your computer for other stuff. So, it's good that, you're there to reach out to. So can you tell us about a recent client you've helped and the kind of what was the scenario and the outcome?
Well, yes. I had a client, also a friend. Because of the way I deal with things, quite often my clients become friends. And because of the interaction we have, we end up dealing with a lot of detail. And this one friend, she had gotten hacked previous to knowing about me. And she lost $9,000 through her internet. So she thought she was protected by a certain service. They claimed that they were, a one-stop shop that all is going to be protected. And it wasn't. And so I ended up having to start her off right from square one. I properly formatted her computers. She had several, and got her set up with a router separate from the router that comes with your provider. And in that, I put security. And luckily, backing up just a little bit, luckily her bank helped her out with that scammer. that theft. But she was lucky. So I was able to get her into a position with hardware and software, the combination of all of it, to get her secure again. And there was things that most IT people don't do that I have knowledge on to give the security to go forward with confidence that she can do her business and not have to worry about another hacker.
Wow, that's crazy, you know? And I mean, what if that's your balance in your bank account? They take all of it, then you have your mortgage payment coming out. Oh my God, you know, you default on that or whatever, like that's terrible, you know?
Yeah,
So probably the message to people is that don't wait around until you get hacked, right?
that's
Like
right.
build in the security now. I mean, besides the fact that you have to go through the process, okay, I got to stop working right now because I got to call the bank, I got to call these people, and then how much time and money do you lose because you have to try to fix it, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Um,
So I'd like to have the opportunity to say one more example.
okay.
There was just 2 days ago, I helped a local business. Her Deco mesh networking system was not working. And so I actually went to her in this case, and I got the networking set up. She needed the networking for the business and for the house and for her bed and breakfast part of her business as well. So she needed the guest aspect and the business aspect to be working properly. And I was realistically only the one available to get this set up properly for her. And that also meant some additional software and, you know, some other things for her business to get that done. And that really needed my attention at location. But it's not impossible for me to do that remotely.
Right.
Most of the work I've done has been remotely.
That's great because I mean, you know, you can help more people, right?
Yes,
So yeah, yeah, exactly. So now people know that you don't have to just find someone local, you know, you find a good person and that way someone you can trust. And yeah, you can just do most things over the internet, which is great. But you know, you're willing to go the extra mile too. If someone does have an in-person business, then you can go to the rescue. Because I mean, any business now, you need computers. That's the
yes,
reality, right? I mean, maybe, I mean, even like a bar or something, they plug everything into the machine now. Enough people,
yes,
you know, nothing is really manual anymore. So it's so essential that people, you know someone like yourself, someone who has these things who can quickly go in and fix it. Because again, it's time and money lost and frustration and all sort of thing, you know, and then if it affects customer service, right, it's even worse. And then customers go and, oh, this isn't working. That's not working. Okay, well, I'm going to go find someone else. So you can actually lose money, right? But
yes,
you know what?
exactly.
Thanks. Yeah. So thanks so much, Abidel, for coming today. It's all we have time for today, but it's been a pleasure. And you know what? We're going to save all the little extra little tips for what next week at Wednesday, again at 12 o'clock. For everybody out there, please do get your ticket. She's going to provide some really valuable stuff to try to help prevent these hackers, and you know, I don't know all the things you're going to give us, but you're going to give us some good tips that you
Yes,
know try to help prevent these issues. And then if you obviously if something extra stuff comes up, they know how to reach you, right? But you have a great rest of your day, Abidel, and we will see everyone out there next Wednesday. Thanks so much.
thank you.